and welcome to the Freakquency Podcast, or review, wherever you want to call this. This is the show. This is the Freakquency Show. And guess what? I'm watching Violent Night. It's about over. Just go ahead and go ahead. Boy, this movie's crazy. This movie's insane. Let me talk to you. Oh, man. Fucking great movie. Oh, man. So, Violent Night, it's got John Leguizamo in it. I think it's fucking fantastica. Gotta fantastica. Okay, so, if you like wrestling, go over to my Wrestling Mat podcast YouTube channel. We're getting, the subs are up. We're getting really close to 100. And, we're not that new. I've been doing the thing for a long time, but sometimes you have to grind. Sometimes it takes a long time to grind. So, very happy about that. Go check that out. But, here at the Freakquency Podcast, I know, I don't put out a lot of these. We don't do a lot of these. We really don't. It's all good news. So, like I say, I like to just talk about what I want to talk about. And, I'm watching this movie with John Leguizamo. He's from The Pest and all these other movies that he's been in. Cold Hard Cash. Great fucking movie. I thought, at first I thought, this is going to be just a movie of a killer Santa Claus. Someone who just dresses up like Santa Claus and kills people, right? Not fucking exactly, okay? Not exactly, brah. This is different, girls and boys, and them days and everything in between. We got this going on, and this movie was not what I thought.
You really don't.
It's really Santa Claus. The movie is really about Santa Claus. It has real Santa Claus in it. Like the dude's got magic and everything. He's Santa Claus. But when there's one scene where he takes his shirt off because he gets stabbed or something like that. He gets hurt. And he's got to sew up shit. And you see all these Norse tattoos. So Viking tattoos, Norse stuff. All over his body. His whole arms filled up, chest, all that shit, right? He's got the tattoos. He used to be a soldier or whatever you want to call it, back in the day with the Vikings and stuff like that until he got the magic. He doesn't understand how the magic works. He just does it, right? Fucking great. A lot of stuff's happening in this movie. Talking about the motherfucker throwing the fucking magic bag into the fire. Fucking all the murders in this movie. Dude getting the top of the tree star stuck in his eyeball and then caught on fire. And it's just crazy as hell, bro. So, fucking great movie. Each criminal has a crazy Christmas name like Candy Cane or Krampus or some type of name like that. And they're trying to infiltrate this not famous, but this woman that has a lot of money. They're trying to steal like $5 million. I don't know what it is. I forgot the money about. They're just beating the shit out of this dude named Krampus. But I'm trying to tell you, man, I thought it was going to be a movie that I wouldn't have liked and had a problem with it. Or something like that, and been like, oh, it's just somebody dressed up like Santa. But no, this is actually a Santa Claus that's trying to save this little girl's family from the criminals and stuff like that. It's a fucking great movie. If you don't go and watch Violent Night, or if you haven't seen Violent Night, it's definitely go and watch it. Please watch it. It's like almost 2 hour long movie, but it's worth every minute of it. It's worth every minute of it. I'm at 1 hour and 27 right now, and it's still worth the rest of it. I want to see more. It's a great movie. It's got everything you need in it. It's a Christmas movie. It's not it's a Christmas movie. It's got horror and not horror, but it's got killing and stuff in it. It's also got a bunch of references to Home Alone in it. It's got, definitely not want to get into that. I'm not going to give away that. But I'm not trying to give away the movie. I'm just trying to let you know key aspects of the movie that makes this movie amazing. And like I said, I was not expecting to like this at all. I was expecting to like it, but I wasn't expecting it to be like this at all. That's what I meant. I knew I might like it, or maybe I might like it, whatever, like a thought, maybe. That maybe not. There might be a good chance it might be dumb. But I guess it can't be dumb because it's got John Leguizamo in it, John Leguizamo is one of the greatest of all times in movies anyway, so that's just what it is, homeboy. Like and subscribe. This is the Freakquency Podcast. We come at you every now and then. And all that. Because I do run a podcast channel for wrestling. And I do a whole lot of that. I review Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I take a break Thursday. I don't watch TNA and review it. I take a break Thursday. I review Friday stuff late because I'm doing stuff Friday. I've got my kid on the weekend, so I like to spend time with him and kind of like just take a break from the week of whatever. And still do things because I have a podcast on the weekends where me and my homeboy podcast co-host Joe Cool comes on and we'll sit here and watch wrestling and we have a podcast and we just talk and just put out shows and different things like that. So definitely go check it out. Wrestling Matt YouTube channel, Wrestling Matt Podcast on YouTube. That's because there's an old channel that's not being run no more. No one's using it no more, and I didn't know. It's named Wrestling Matt, or Wrestling Mats, or whatever the hell it's called. But they don't do anything with the name no more. They haven't done anything with the name in years, and they haven't uploaded in years. So it's just an abandoned channel, and so I was just like, when I found out it was already a channel, I was like kind of mad because I was like, shit, I just wanted the original. But no one's using the channel. No one's done shit with years. Shit out of luck. Sorry, I'm using it now without even knowing you were out there. Sorry. But anyway, so the movie's been great. You know, it's Christmas, but it's a Christmas movie, and we are in January, but, you know, whatever, you know, I really didn't review anything Christmas for, for this, so, how did this guy survive? This movie's great. I guess I'm gonna get back to it and watch more. This ain't gonna be a long review. It's gonna be short and sweet, and I'm just gonna talk about little things, shit like that. But literally, I'll be back in a minute. I'm just gonna finish the rest of this and come back at you. Okay, so goddamn, I am freaking crying. I got tears in my eyes. This movie is fucking like very emotional at the end, where Santa Claus had lost his spirit. In the beginning of the movie, he just goes around, he doesn't care, he just steals people's beer, he's just drinking and just depressed because him and, you know, Miss Claus weren't working out, whatever, something like that. He was depressed, he just felt like he didn't matter anymore, people started to believe in him, and you know, the whole movie, I'm like, okay, so, that's what made me think that he was already going to be bad. And he was going to be just like killing people just automatically. But that wasn't the case. He was just going around. And if you had beer in your fridge or beer anywhere, like that's what he was taking. That or your liquor or whatever it was. So he was just depressed at the whole beginning until that family, the rich family, has like their Christmas, and then, you know, all the people, you know, there's people trying to steal the money, blah blah blah. There's all kinds of stuff going on with that. But oh, excuse me, I don't know if I had quick tears because you know, I'm still dealing with the whole passing away of Jay Briscoe, or what, or you know, or it's, you know, but anything else, but I guess, you know, all that, you know, does have a part in it. But I'm pretty sure that was legit, besides, you know, everything else. But the movie was freaking great. I'm giving that movie like 6 stars, 10 stars. I don't care. Give it the highest star rating you can give it. I genuinely liked the movie. That is a movie that I'll watch again. That is a movie that I'll watch 3-4 times. That's going to be my every Christmas from now on watching it. That might be one of those movies that I watch. That's going to be one of those movies that I either watch before December, like the month before December, or the month, or January. You know, like, or it might, I mean, you know what, that might be a movie that I could watch in the beginning, you know, whatever. So, I don't know when, but, because it's like, you know, it's a horror movie, but it's also a Christmas movie. Not a horror movie, but, damn it, not a horror movie, but like, it has killing in it, and then, you know, all that. So, that's not horror, but that's, you know what I'm saying, but that's not, I don't know what the fuck to say. I mean that horror, but like, you know, whatever. So it's got violence in it. It's called Violent Night, you know. I think it's one of the best ones I've seen. Yeah, where Santa Claus does that, fights and all that. Because the last one I seen was the Goldberg one. Santa Slay, or whatever it's called. So in that one, Goldberg kills people straight up. He's Santa Claus. Goldberg is. He goes around killing people. Or like that one with Hulk Hogan. But and so there's a difference. There's a lot of different versions of Santa Claus. And this one was like he had the Norse tattoos, the Viking stuff. He had, he was Viking style. It even took us back to when he was a soldier, when he was pillaging and taking over the land and going for gold and jewelry, like whatever that Vikings did. And then you see him with his hammer like Thor. So, I mean, if that's something that will relate you better, and instead of me saying Norse, God, I can't talk right now, or Vikings, something like a Thor, the hammer and all that. So, and he calls his hammer Skull Crusher, and then so there's flashbacks of him just like killing bunches of people and whatever. And so, but the little girl in the movie is like, he believes in him, knows he's real, been talking to him on the walkie-talkie and whatnot. Not trying to really give away most of the movie, but phenomenal flick. Okay, it was one of the greatest movies. It has to be one of the greatest movies that I've seen that is that style of Santa Claus movie, like where they take Santa Claus and they totally do something totally opposite with it. Something wild, but it has your Christmas vibes in it. That's what I'm trying to say. It has that Christmas feel. It has Christmas music in it, traditional Christmas music. There's a couple spots, where it has a lot of the Christmas music in it. It has some Home Alone references in it, Home Alone things. Not going to say much about that, but oh my God, there's some scenes in the movie that are crazy. That deals with the Home Alone references. There's some great shit in the movie, So let's just say this: it's like if the robbers from Macaulay Culkin in that movie Home Alone, it's like if the robbers were trying to kill Kevin. They were trying to, like, legit try to kill him at first, like, with guns and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, already ready to kill. The robbers in that movie didn't have weapons like that, you know what I'm saying? They were, I don't even think they were going to kill him. They just said they were, you know what I'm saying? It just was to scare them and shit. But with this movie, it was kind of like that, but with a lot of different other aspects in it. And it's kind of quite filled with, like, it's quite a mix, man. I mean, it's like a lot, I don't know how to really explain it, but the movie was just great. And I'm not just saying it's great just to say it's great. And so far, all these reviews or podcast things, or what are you going to call these, the frequency thing, these shows here that has talked about movies in the past. We have Jeepers Creepers, we have all these. I keep watching movies that I love, you know what I'm saying, or actually like. I can't help that. Well, Jeepers Creepers, I love the whole franchise. Like, I love every movie there is. I can't help it. But I'll also critique it and talk crap about it. There was a lot of jokes in this movie. A lot of funny stuff, which, I mean, I can't say nothing bad about it because that's the way this movie was supposed to be set up. It's not like it was supposed to be serious and it came off cheesy. Because it's Santa Claus. You know what I'm saying? And this guy's the real Santa Claus. And nobody believes, the adults don't believe it's really a Santa Claus. They believe it's some dude just dressed up in a Santa Claus suit. So, yeah, there's a lot of different aspects to this movie. And that's why I'm saying, like, that's why it's my favorite. I'm sorry, I'm marking out over it. In the wrestling world, marking out is like freaking out or like, I don't know. But, fucking loved Violent Night, okay? And John Leguizamo's part in the movie, fucking a banger. Just he's a banger. Like, everything he does is a banger. It doesn't matter what it is. Like, any movie he's in, he's fucking phenomenal. But that's like one reason why I like the movie. The movie as a whole was awesome. Had good people in it. The actors were good. The little girl they picked for the movie, fucking phenomenal. She was phenomenal. Great job. Great job. With her acting and all that stuff. She was phenomenal. And the mom and dad, you could tell that they were together. Like all the actors just was on spot. Like grandma, and she wasn't even she wasn't like one of those traditional grandmas. She was a cussing, raging hell. Whatever, you'll see if you watch the movie. And I definitely recommend this movie to anybody, everybody. Probably not kids, unless there was a way of chopping out some of those really bad scenes. I think you could chop out all the bad scenes and it would be a good movie for kids. Because there's a lot of stuff you could just chop out. And I think, but I wouldn't, I'm saying, I'm not saying you could, like, well, I would not recommend watching this with kids, of course, but what I'm saying is, like, if you took out all those parts, it wouldn't be that bad of a movie. But, oh my God, there's this one part, oh my goodness, I ain't trying to spoil it here on the Freakquency Podcast, not trying to spoil it, but it was crazy. Anyway, so, I don't know if that's everything I want to say about it. It's just, the ending of the movie was so good. I can't say nothing. I give away the whole movie. Not the whole movie, but I'll give away something that would ruin, what the kids say, ruin my childhood. It would ruin it for you. So I'm not going to say nothing more. I just wanted to praise this movie because it deserves it. And that's it. It deserves it. Only 16 minutes. But we've got, who's following me? OKA, some wrestler. So we just got a wrestler following me back. But yeah. So, like and subscribe. Follow us on Twitter at JFK1212. You'll see my name be Jah Freak Killah. Y'all go follow me over there on Twitter. And if you like wrestling, go follow me at WrestlingMatt12. That's the handle. Or if you like music that is weird, then you can go follow me at LordAtheist12. That's my handle on Twitter. And yeah. And I'll be coming at you with another movie review at some point when I feel like it. I just, there's certain movies I just like, oh man, I gotta talk about this shit. So I'm gonna fucking make a video, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of how I work because I've got so much I have to do during the week with wrestling podcast. But these are meant to be just random things anyway. Just to, to do different styles of these. Because I do the format podcast, the format show for Wrestling Matt Podcast channel. And I do those shows just like this right here. But it's just a different show, different stuff that I'm talking about. And I just like to talk. So, the other day, or yesterday, this motherfucker got mad at me. Because he said I was, like, talking too much. And I was like, well, I don't know why you want to be on my podcast if you don't want to hear me talk. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's what this one's talking about. It was somebody yesterday who was like, God damn, you talk too much. Blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Just being a dick, dude. He was just being a dick. And, because he's about to turn 18. Oh, shit. Anyway, so, wanted to try to punk me down or whatever. Because I talk too much. But he wants to be on the podcast. Doesn't really make sense. Anyway, so, that has been the Freakquency Podcast. Like and subscribe. And like always, comment. Say something. Just don't say anything that's derogatory or something that would get deleted by me. Because I will delete your shit if you post something I don't want on my channel, on my channel's comments. I will delete it straight up. I will freaking delete it. I had to do that when someone disrespected my channel when I'm trying to respect and give my condolences to Jay Briscoe, one of my favorite tag. He's part of one of my favorite tag teams in the world of wrestling. And yeah, so don't come on my channel disrespecting anybody that has died, or don't just come up here and disrespecting anybody like that. You know what I'm saying? I delete it. I will delete it before anybody sees it, because you could literally, like, who knows? Who's gonna read that? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, and I don't have time for that shit. I don't have time for childish stuff. So if you want to comment something that's not going to get deleted, because if you want your voice heard or seen, yeah, I'll check my comments. Anyway, have a good day. This has been the Freakquency Podcast with your boy, Jah Freak Killah. Bye, see you later.